If you're wanting to feel like you again after sexual abuse, this video is going to be for you. Hi, I'm Angela Turpin, and I help all women heal from sexual abuse. And inside today's video, we're talking about habits and routines and goals that will help you feel like you again. Now, this is connected to the Becoming Her, Feeling Like You After Sexual Assault workshop. If you want to dive deeper into this, head down to the description and check that out. Also, if you're new here, thank you so much for being here. And if you've been a follower for a long time, comment down below and say that you've been a follower for a long time and say, hey. So before we dive into this, I really want to talk about one truth that is going to be paramount for you to becoming this next version of you. The truth is that you will never be the old version of you. The truth is that you will never feel like the old you again. And I know that that's a truth that really sucks. I know that we really don't want to talk about it or swallow it or whatever the case may be. But the reality is that is the truth. And because it was so life altering, it completely changes everything about you. So because it changes everything about you, the thing is that you're not really trying to be the old version of you. You're really attempting to become a new version of you. And this new version of you requires you to have goals, habits, and routines that support that. In order for you to be able to know what those goals, those routines, and those habits look like, you need to get clear on what it is you want this new version of you to actually look like. Now, if you don't really know what that is, I have a guide that's called Visualization for Manifestation, which I think is so powerful. It will be powerful for you here. I'll link that down below. But it gives you journal prompts on really to help you figure out what it is that you want from your life, and a success meditation and all of those things so that you can check it out. It's like $7 if you want to get in on that. But you really want to be clear, because if you don't know what version of you that you want to be, or you don't know what she looks like, you don't know what she does, you don't know what she wears, you don't know what she does for work, all of those things, then you're not really going to know what kind of habits and routines and goals you are needing to put into place to become and align yourself with this version of you. This is going to be very powerful because you really want to be clear. Because again, if you're not clear, it doesn't really matter what it is that you're doing. You're just kind of shooting in the dark, hoping that it works for you. So you really want to get clear. And then once you're clear, then those routines and habits and goals will be determined on what it is that this version of you looks like. Now, that's the most generalized answer that I can give you without tapping into each and every one of you that is watching this video, because it's going to look different for everybody. My goals, my habits, my routines are going to look different from yours. Now, when I work with my clients one-to-one, I give them habits and routines, and they're developed within that time frame. But of course, that time frame of when we work together. But of course, it's going to look different for everybody depending on where you're at with your journey. If you are just beginning your journey, some of your habits and your routines are going to look like truly taking care of yourself. Okay, that means brushing your teeth, getting up and changing every day, making your bed, things like that, like very basic things that we believe everybody should be doing anyway. But when you've experienced this kind of abuse, some of that stuff gets lost. So we might be talking about that. If you're more advanced within your healing, it might look like journaling regularly, meditating, moving your body, doing things like that that are also focused on, you and taking care of you. And then it might look like setting boundaries, taking care of yourself, going for bigger goals, building a business if that's what you want to do, and really stepping it up. Depending on where it is that you are in your healing, it's going to look different for everybody. But again, you need to decide, like, in 6 months, what does that look like for you? Who do you want to be in 6 months? This is why that Visualization for Manifestation guide is going to be so powerful for you, because it's going to help you align your goals and your habits and routines based on what it is that you want to look like in 6 months. But this is how you are going to feel like you again, or become the next version of you that you truly want in your life. All right, this is what I have for you, and I'll see you later. Bye.